Welcome back, everybody. In case you've forgotten, this is the Dex, our trivia and battle strategy show where we cover a different Pokemon each week. I'm TheNationalDex.
And I'm PokeKellz. So school is back in session. Time to hit the books and brush up on all your Poke knowledge. And real world, too. Knowledge, I guess.
Hey, but don't be bummed. We'll just have to start off the school year blues right by kicking an old school with a super cool Pokemon from the first generation.
Oh, totally down. Who'll it be?
Why don't we just say, the first Pokemon that comes to mind from our first playthrough from Pokemon Red. You had Pokemon Red, right?
Yeah, but what are the chances that we'll actually say the same Pokemon? I mean, there were so many, even back then.
Just go with it.
Alright.
It's Nidoking!
Ah! You said Nidoking!
Yeah, I had a Nidoking!
I had a Nidoking. He was my favorite.
He's the best.
Oh man, this is gonna be fun.
Nidoking.
Yeah. Nidoking is a poison and ground type champion who evolves from Nidorino when exposed to a moonstone. But don't let that fool ya, cause he ain't no fairy.
At first glance, this Pokemon looks like it came right out of Rampage back in '86. He looks like a rhinoceros fused with, like, a rabbit or something.
That's totally right, actually. Though it doesn't seem like it, the Nidoran family is based off of rabbits. Don't believe me? We'll take a look at Nidoran and then add a little bit of Rhino with each evolution.
Nido! Alright, speaking of Nidoking's name is pretty clever.
Really? Isn't it just like Needle and King? That doesn't seem very creative.
Au contraire, mon petit fils. The Nido in Nidoking actually comes from Nidocyte, which is a type of cell found in poisonous animals.
For real? That's awesome!
You bet it is. Not only that, but Nidocytes in particular are stinging cells, and beneath the microscope are covered with tightly coiled spring-like spikes that uncoil and jab into whatever is being stung.
Ow! No! Dang, that's ridiculous.
What's even more ridiculous is the new segment I'm about to bust out. It's called Pokedex Say What? Nidoking is a raging ball of pure destructive power. He's unfathomably dangerous, murderous, and positively cataclysmic. Just read his Pokedex.
Normally, I'd get upset with you for using such extreme terms, but in this case, I'll agree. The entry for Silver says that if it binds an enemy, it can snap the victim's spine quite easily. What?
In Ruby and Sapphire, we learn that once this Pokemon goes on a rampage, there is no stopping it. And one swing of its tail can topple a metal transmission tower. What?
Red and Blue tell us it uses its powerful tail in battle to smash, constrict, and then break the prey's bones. What?
Yellow brought the pain with, its horns are so sharp they can pierce a diamond. What?
And in an anticlimactic twist, Fire Red warns us, be careful with the horn because it contains venom. Thanks, Mom. What?
Those are some crazy facts. I still love Nidoking, but I'm not sure I want to train him anymore after all that stuff about snapping spines.
Hey man, don't be scared. In the remake of Silver, they changed the wording from snap its victim's spine to render its victim helpless. Better, right?
Helpless.
Anyway, with a danger boy like Nidoking on your side, I bet you're wondering how to train one, right? So on to battle strategy.
Helpless. For all that physical force, it may come as a surprise that Nidoking lives in the UU tier where he thrives as a special attacker.
I know, right? But the question is, do we give him a choice scarf in this situation or not? I mean, there's options here.
I say yes. With the stat boost you get, a modest Nidoking with a choice scarf and the ability Sheer Force finally become a viable threat.
Sheer Force is an ability where moves with extra effects get a 30% power boost but lose that extra effect.
Couple that with a choice scarf which raises his speed by 50% and he's set up to sweep before you even throw him out.
Of course, the Choice Scarf also locks him into one move until he leaves the field, so Earth Power and Sludge Wave are a good place to start, because they both are stab moves that qualify for the Sheer Force boost.
In the other slot, there's a lot of coverage options to choose from. I like to go with Focus Blast for toppling walls, and Thunderbolt to deal with pesky water types. It really depends on who else is on your team.
Of course, that's not the only way to train a Nidoking, so as always, here are a few random thoughts.
Lots of trainers will tell you to take the live form with a Choice Scarf because it's a little less risky and it gives you a little extra power boost. There's nothing wrong with that.
It also opens Nidoking up to moves like Stealth Rock and Substitute, which are both great moves on account of its typing.
The physical-based Nidoking set is not impossible either. People won't be expecting it and the type coverage isn't bad. It might be a fun mind game type spin on the Choice Scarf build.
And finally, make sure you don't forget about the old standby Ice Beam. It's almost always effective.
And that's it! Nidoking, the Bunny Rhino, the Rhino Bunny Deluxe, Little Bunny Boom Boom, the Scary Pointy...
Okay, stop. Weird. Anyway, if you like what you see, be sure to subscribe and suggest a Pokemon for us to cover next week. Thanks for watching. I'm PokeKellz.
And I'm TheNationalDex. Tune in next week for another educational episode of
TheNationalDex. Anyway, thanks for watching the show, and if you like it, subscribe. I'm Papa.
Hey, Pops! I missed you, Dad.
I'm sorry. Alright.
But don't be bummed. Start off the school year blues right with a cool...